My life before politics involved working in consulting. I worked for IBIS in Collins Street doing a lot of economic consulting. And I was also involved working with the aviation industry on some lobbying campaigns. One thing led to another and led me down the path of joining the Liberal Party, and then the opportunity came up to go into Parliament and I took it. My earliest memory of Parliament, I entered Parliament at a very unusual time because it was when the Kennett government was defeated in 1999. There was a month where it wasn't clear who was going to form government, so I actually spent my first month as a government backbencher in caretaker to arrive in this place as a 25-year-old, not knowing what's going on and everything going on around me in a very unusual circumstances, probably the strongest memory of those early days. Being a Member of Parliament is more than a job. It's a vocation, it's all-consuming, and it's something you're doing every day of the week, whether you're aware of it or not. And I recall once I was in a small town in South Australia, outback South Australia, in a pub, and out of the blue someone came up to me and started talking about something in the electorate. They were from my electorate in Melbourne, somehow recognised me in this pub in outback South Australia and wanted to talk about a local issue. So it's a role where you're always on and you don't know when you're going to be on, in what circumstance. So that's something that's one of the challenges. Professional and personal highlights. For me, I think one of the great things is being able to get out and about around Victoria. As a Member of Parliament, you can go out and engage with anyone on anything. It gives you the opportunity to deal with the issues you're passionate about, but also to go and explore areas you wouldn't otherwise get to see. And businesses and organisations talk to people you wouldn't otherwise get access to. It opens opportunities to engage and participate in things that you simply wouldn't otherwise be able to do. Parliament has changed a lot over the time I've been here. I've been in 6 parliaments now, and each one of them has been unique. Different character, different flavour, depending on who's in it and the political makeup. So it's always changing, but the shift away from perhaps serious, in-depth debate to more scripted speeches, more scripted comments rather than actual genuine debate is probably the biggest shift I've noticed, that the upper house is probably less of a house of review than it used to be and more like the lower house has become. My lasting memory of the Parliament, that's a challenging one. I mean, there are so many good memories from being a member of this Parliament. Seeing so many committed people. So many people come to Parliament as members because they're committed to their state, to their regions, but also so many people with issues, with concerns come to Parliament. It's a place where you meet a lot of people who are engaged and who are deeply committed to issues from all walks of life, across all facets of life, and that's probably one of the great strengths of it and probably one of the things I'll reflect most on. I'd like to think that in terms of the Parliament, I've contributed to the Parliament and the upper house being a considered place of review. A lot of what I've spent my time on in Parliament has been looking at how the Parliament can effectively work in scrutinising government, whether that's through the committees that I've been on or been chairman of, whether it's the work I've done in the House. As a minister, there were other things that I had the privilege of doing, which I'm very proud of, some of the things we achieved there in government, but in terms of Parliament, I think it's really that scrutiny function, and I hope that endures. Life after politics, probably having more time to travel, more time to do the things I want to do when I want to do them. Being a Member of Parliament is all-consuming. It does take a lot of time. Most evenings are committed with various functions and engagements in the electorate or for the party or for Parliament. So just having more time is something I'm really looking forward to.